Hi everyone, it's Annie from Phoenix Healing. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. It's Sunday, April 6, 2025, and I was guided to do a reading for the collective for today and the week ahead. And I was very much guided to work with the fairies. And the Oracle of the Fairies by Karen Kay is the deck that I'm using today. And I'm definitely feeling their presence so much, especially during this springtime. Where spring is all about, rebirth, renewal, and also I believe magic too. So with that said, the card that flew out and flipped over, and it actually landed right by my pup's paws, is Magical Gateway. It takes courage and trust to venture into the unknown, yet this is where the greatest rewards are. It's time to step boldly forward without looking back. The fairies are asking you to step through the fairy door and into the world of magic and wonder. They're telling you that fairy tales are real and that you're never too old to believe in fairies. Perhaps you've been thinking about embarking on the fairy path. If you're using this deck, the chances are you already have more than a passing interest in the ways of the fae. If so, now is the time to walk through the fairy door and fully embrace your magical fairy self. The golden key to this fairy door resides inside your heart. It's important to know that once you step through this magical gateway, your life will be changed. You'll see and feel nature in a deeper way. You'll feel more connected to the plants, trees, and flowers and develop a deeper compassion for all living things. You might even find yourself becoming vegan or vegetarian if you're not already. Your interest in conservation and the environment could also be heightened. These are all the traits of someone who has ventured through the fairy door. So consider this carefully. If you're at all unsure whether you should walk through the fairy door, meditate on the question until you know in your heart that it's the right thing to do. Once you've passed through the door, prepare for more magic and joy to enter your life, knowing that you're always safe, protected, and loved. I love this so much because I've been definitely feeling like this energy of heightening for the theme of, doing better for the planet, having more compassion, and taking care of animals. I've been definitely feeling this, especially where I am, and as I can say, as someone who does believe in fairy tales, as someone who does believe in fairies, I mean, I forever will love Tinkerbell and Peter Pan, and know that magic is so important. If you grew up with Disney like I did, magic is so important in keeping that, that childlike wonder and innocence and believing in magic is so important. Of course, believing in fairies as well. And just knowing that, when you go on the ascension path, right, when our eyes and our soul gets awakened, it's really, really hard to turn that off because really all you can do is move forward. And, I read a quote when I was younger, and it was like, our eyes are placed in front of our head because it's more important to look forward than to look back. And that always stuck with me because it's true. Because, no matter if it's good things or bad things we came from, things are in the past. And if someone is holding on to these things, it's time to let things go. I feel this energy is just propelling us more and more to move forward. All these readings are, that I've been doing lately, it's really to help inspire people who are holding things like onto things that they shouldn't be holding onto, things that are weighing them down and carrying grief and burden on their soul and their heart and their physical body. And I'm sure mental too. But it's just I think it's just really important that when you make decisions to better yourself, feel it in your heart, feel that peace, that it resonates like, yes, this is the best decision for me. Because when you let go of the things in the 3D and you move forward to that higher elevation, higher frequency, you do feel freedom, you do feel joy, you do feel peace, love, and magic. And, it's so important to be open to receive as well. I think that, making these choices, like, not only betters yourself, but, just betters the vibration for the planet. And I think that's another message why this card came out too, is that, especially because fairies, right, like they're so connected to the earth, they're so connected to animals and just life that, because you want to preserve life, of course, most people connected with fairies and the fairy energy, yes, you're going to be vegan, you're going to be vegetarian. I myself am vegan. I've lost count after 15 some years, but I am such that's why I think I've always been so connected to Gaia, maybe Gaia, because like, the connection with the earth is, do as less harm on the planet as possible. I'm very much on recycling, picking up, litter, like just making the planet a better place for everyone on it. And I think too, it's interesting as well, like where it mentions, the food choices and interest in, conservation, the environment, wanting to connect more to, plants, trees, flowers, and animals, all living things, because you just get into that space of like really just trying to do better for the overall planet. Obviously, not every light worker and, awakened soul, this is like what they're pulled towards, but some of them are. And I know this was one of the things I was, guided to, or, really felt, made sense once a lot of things became activated within me. So I think that's why it's important. It's saying, to meditate, and know if this is like right thing to do. But of course, whether, if you, regardless, even if someone doesn't want to become a vegan or vegetarian, just do better for the planet as well. Do as less harm, do as little harm as possible. Care about the environment, care about the planet, care about the animals, and do good choices, make good choices. So definitely, I also believe that the message too is, walking through that door, right? Because especially when you get awakened, you can't turn that off. And it does take courage and trust to go into the unknown. That's without saying. Like, it takes great courage to make big changes, take big risks. But yes, like sometimes, a good amount of the time, life takes you where you didn't think it would happen. Like, so it's really time to be brave and courageous. We are in that, Aries season where, things are to be, taking the lead right now. Be strong, be confident with our choices that we make, and know that our heart is always leading us in the right direction that we should be. So please follow that soul and heart guidance that you feel within yourself. And, just know that the universe is here for you and supporting you, especially during this time. We're going through such an upheaval and chaos. So many countries seem to be like in this, like, who's got the bigger dick contest, and it's just ridiculous. So all you can do right now is just be true to yourself, be true to others, still be the light, move forward, shine brightly, and, make your path bright up even lighter, and just do good things and keep moving forward in your ascension and healing journey and making a difference. And also believe in fairies and believe in magic. Don't let go of that. So with that said, I hope this message has been helpful and resonating, and I hope everyone has a great week ahead, and I will see you guys soon. Bye.